Hello folks, I'm OdinSpack 33 and welcome back to Let's Play Mario Party. The first one, the one on N64, the Let's Play that I'm doing in celebration of Madame Wario's birthday, which at this point would have been a couple weeks ago now because I feel like I'm uploading these every weekend. I don't know, something that June 8th OdinSpack 33 doesn't know right now. It's fun to record these so far apart because I don't even remember what I did last time. However, I did make a quick note before I started this to find out what I could purchase for today's video. And that's going to be the minus block. So we're going to add that into our game for a little fun addition, I guess. And I mean, I'm probably not going to get 190 coins in this game to be able to afford the next option. So we can probably skip this one for a little bit. But let's equip the minus block, because for some reason that's not automatic, so let's do that. I probably could have saved up for one of the casino boxes or something, or the lucky box, but that wouldn't have been very exciting. We are playing this on the Switch Online service, in case this is your first, you know, viewing, if you haven't watched the other two parts. You know, it's understandable. You can really watch these in any order. They don't need to be viewed in any particular order whatsoever. I do remember last time that I definitely butchered the Slim Kirby Peach song. That did happen. We've also been doing a thing where I've been playing as DK every time, and we're using Wario, you know, for Madame Wario. And we've done the Mario and Peach boards already, but if we want to stick with the use a character or the board that we're playing, play a board that a character we're using appears in, and if we want to use Mario and Peach, we're going to play either DK or Wario's board today. So we're going to play DK's Jungle Adventure, which is like the first board it recommends you to play, and it's also kind of like the standard style of Mario Party. If you've ever played Mario Party 2, every board works like this one. The boards have, you know, a lot of the boards in this one have fun gimmicks, but as far as how like the star locations and that work. But this one is very standard Mario Party, and what does that mean? Well, we'll get into that as we get going here. But I think as I just go with this, I'm kind of treating every recording session like I haven't played this yet. You know, there's probably, I don't remember all the mini games that I've seen so far, but I am gonna leave the explanations on. I think I was reading these too, by the way, in the other videos. Oh well, not important anymore. But I think, oh wow, big one. You know, because I'm number one, but I'm going last now. But I think I'm gonna leave the minigame explanations on for this last board here, and then moving forward, I'm gonna turn them off. Even, you know, I'm hoping we'll have seen all the rest of the minigames by the time this video ends. And I mean, I could be wrong, but maybe like towards the end, I will, you know, have the patience to skim through and see all the minigames we've played. I doubt it though. So let's change this to fast. And so yeah, I'm leaving this on, right? And we don't really need to save because this is a Switch. I mean, if it crashes, then like, well then whatever. If it crashes, then we'll lose our save anyway, so it doesn't really matter to save it, which is interesting. It's not going to turn off on us. So DK's board has these womps walking around. You can pay them to move their path. If you choose to not go the way that they're blocking, or if you choose to go the way that they're not blocking, then they will then move to that path as well. But when you pay them to move, they still stay in the same spot. They just let you go by. So there's a little bit of strategy. Look, we're starting this off the plus block. Let's go. Already in first place, just off the roll. We don't need to play this. We have to start with a two-player game as well, which I'm sure we have seen all of these actually. So there's only like 5 two-player games, I believe, in this game. 2v2. Looks like we're starting off with Handcar Havoc, which I remember this game is in the sequel, Mario Party 2, and I remember trying to unlock all of the mini-games when I rented Mario Party 2, because you needed them to play the minigame coaster mode, and Handcar Havoc was like the one we just could not get to show up. So we never got to play minigame coaster on that very first rent. Why this is something I remember, I don't know, and also I'm talking about a completely different game in general, but you know, I just thought that would make for some interesting tea while I'm playing this. I don't know. I also wasn't even sure if I was really gonna record this tonight. I kind of had to talk myself into it. It's pretty late recording this, especially when I have to wake up pretty early for work. Hopefully by time this video goes up, I will have a new job. But if I don't, oh well. You know, lots of things will have changed by that point. I hopefully will have started my RetroSpack 3 times a week series on Twitch, which I'm saying right now in this video in June. So the Odin of 4 months from now has to get it together to make this happen, which I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will have, and I will really be enjoying that series. I hope so. I've been putting a lot of work into it. As of this, I just put together the list of childhood games for me to play, and I'm still not quite sure how I'm going to really execute that, but it's going to be good. This board also has a good way to like grind coins. You can kind of just go around the starting spot a whole bunch of times. And you get some pretty good cash, actually. Alright, here we have Ground Pound, which I hope we haven't shown this off before, because it truly is the most difficult game in this. And by that, I'm being the most sarcastic as possible. They may as well highlight these logs to tell you which ones are good and bad, because they straight up look different. Like, you can clearly tell. I could have closed my eyes and done this, and I could have seen this. I feel like this is like the first or last game they came up with. It has that kind of energy to it. I feel like they made like Memory Match, and then they're like, well, what about this too? Like, that's the kind of energy this game has. So, I don't really know what they were thinking with this one, but I mean, what am I gonna do? Lose? No. So, and there's only 5 of them are. I don't know. It's such a weird first. I feel like maybe if you're playing that for the first time, you could lose it, not understanding. But I mean, if you look at it, it's pretty evident what's good and what's bad. So, I'm not really sure on that one. I got Box Mountain Mayhem, which I know we saw this before. And I was doing weird things like kicking the boxes last time. Sometimes you just get like really unlucky this one. Like Peach throwing hands at me. Like, why? I didn't do anything. Look at this. I'm hitting boxes up here and I'm getting anything. I don't think I saw a single money bag, so they must have just all fell onto the AI. Yeah, I got 5 coins. Peach got 19 out of that. Again, no idea how that even happened whatsoever. But all bunch of little fun and kind of simple to understand board mechanics in this one. These little doors will open if you have 20 coins. You don't have to spend any money to go in it. And there's the first appearance of the minus block that we just added to the game. But the door won't let you in. It's the high rollers door. You know, they only let you in if you have the money. And then once you do, they throw you out of the casino. Or, I mean, they don't let you in the door anymore. So, in the happening spaces for this board, these boulders have a set path, which is what you're seeing right now, and they just kind of lead you to this space right here. So you'll get 3 coins out of it always, because it always lands you on that blue space there. So that's pretty much the entire gimmick of this board, as far as like the unique mechanics of it. It's pretty standard, kind of go around, collect, you know, pass go, collect $200. Nothing really complicated. But the actual, like, standard Mario Party format that I mentioned, that just hasn't come into play yet, well, the stars in this, as I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, I thought I heard a weird noise. I'm, you know, I have to keep this series on the down low. I have to record 9 boards. And, well, 8 boards. Is it 9? Plus Minigame Island. There's a lot to record. I also have to grind stars at some point. And coins. I don't know how I'm going to do some of this late game stuff, honestly. We might just have to borrow. We might have to borrow Madame Orio's Switch, honestly, at some point. But, you know, I have to keep this on the down low, so I got to make sure that I'm not getting caught, because, you know, this is the long con doing this here. Oh, here, look, Mario's poison mushroom actually paid off here because he was able to save up the coins to get the star. But anyway, the thing I've been trying to talk about this whole time is going to happen. So Mario bought the star, so now it will go to a new space. So that's the generic Mario Party formula. This is the standard boards that people love. This is, and Mario Party 2, they were like, okay, let's just make all the boards that instead. Which honestly, you know, probably for the best. You know, there's no, I'm sure there's no, like, I had to think about it, like, no, there's no weird, boards in that game as far as, like, stars staying still or something. No, they all work like that. But a fun mechanic of Mario Party 1, again, Mario Party 1 just so weird, so different. When the star moves, the space that it was formerly on, it becomes a chance time space. So the longer a game goes on, the more chance time spaces we'll see. Have we seen Bowl Over? Again, I don't know why I'm saying this. I really should just be treating this like a new... I feel like we have seen Bowl Over. But I should be treating this just like a new game because you could be watching this video for the first time. Look, he didn't even go for any of us. He got 2 coins out of that. But, you know, you could be watching this before you watch the other 2 boards. You could be. I don't know. Maybe. If you're watching this before Mario's Rainbow Castle or Peach's birthday cake, you know, sound off in the comments. Let me know. I mean, especially if you're this far in, right? I mean, 12 minutes, that's a feat nowadays. You know, make it this far into the video. But I have to say, this feels like a board they should have brought back for Mario Party Superstars. I think it would have went really well with the item system in that game. If they were going to add, like, one more board into it, I feel like this would just be a great one, because the two Mario Party 1 boards that are in that game are, like, unique boards that have, like, mechanics where there's no, like, standard board like this. So it would have been nice to see this board with items, because it's a really fun board, but it's definitely very luck-based, and there's nothing you can really do about that, unfortunately, because it's Mario Party 1. And again, it's not like I'm trying to necessarily always win Mario Party, you know, because it's impossible sometimes, especially with, you know, like I said, there's really no influence you have in Mario Party 1. You roll the die and hope that you roll what you need. There's no other thing you can do. You know, later games you get items and stuff to influence that, but in this, it's pretty much you just choose your path and, you know, pray. Pray that you get something enough to get a star. So this would have been a neat board for them to bring back, because it is very standard, but it's a very fun one too. And you know, it's got a good song too. I guess they technically kind of already brought it back in Super Mario Party. I mean, the jungle board of that game, I can't remember what it's called because I have not played Super Mario Party that much, but there's definitely like a board in that game that, while it's not this board, it's like it's pretty dang similar. It's it very much influenced off of this, so I guess maybe that's why they didn't bring it back. I'm actually hoping by time this comes out that we'll be getting a new Mario Party by the end of October, because in June, you know, we get all the game announcements. Do I have enough to get this star? Not enough movement. And Peach will get it. Okay, we're gonna show you the Monopoly grind for coin strat right now by just going down this way. This is the quickest way back to Koopa Troopa, and we'll get more coins. Because Peach is gonna get that next turn, so I'm not gonna bother. Although I guess if she rolled low enough, we could have got the star. I'm not risking it. All right, I'm just not. But June is our. Why am I showing the explanations if I'm just skipping them anyway? Whatever. June is when we get information on games, and there is a confirmed Nintendo Direct as of this recording for June, but there's no date. It's just in June. That's all we know right now. And the timing lines up where they could, in theory, announce a new Mario Party and come out in October, because the spacing would fall right in line with Super Mario Party and Mario Party Superstars. The exact same, like, announcement time, time in between the games. So, you know, it all lines up. And so I'm thinking we'll probably get, you know, maybe Superstars 2. That could be on its way right now. Or Super Mario Party 2. Whatever they decide to make. Maybe it's DLC for the game. My money's on Superstars 2, though. I think they're going to straight up make a new game.